Right, so what group is it going to be tonight? Well, let's find out here.
Our puck drop is presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. A scrum forward and winds up in Red Wings control. Brendan Burke upstairs, Thomas Hickey downstairs. Happy to have you with us on a Thursday night from Long Island. Adam Pelech tries to sneak that one up the wall. Got tangled up and knocked down by the stick of Alex DeBrincat. Unable to center that puck though as the Wings go to work. It's tipped but not out. And then tipped in front again by Alex DeBrincat, who's still looking for his first goal of the season. Tony DeAngelo turned it over, pass to the front. Berggren shot it wide with Boquist down on a knee trying to block it. Pass intended for Johansson and stolen away by Holmstrom, and Simon Holmstrom gives off to Anders Lee. DeAngelo wide open, he scores! First shot of the game goes in. Tony DeAngelo and the Islanders with the early lead.
But going back the other way, look, Simon Holmstrom, I liked his game last game. There's a certain presence he has trotting through the neutral zone when he's a confident guy. He made this thing happen from a great defensive play, and Tony DeAngelo, I love the way he plays in the sense that he's not the fastest guy. What does that mean? You got to pick your spots wisely. That seam that he jumped into, if the timing's not perfect, it's in front of you, it's behind you, but he gets, and maybe it's going to be less relied upon for him this year, but whether it's 23 a night or just being a guy that can generate offense.
Schaefer on the give and go. Heineman, a fluttering puck that was interesting for Cam Talbot, but he's able to make the save, and again, there's a tipped shot that sticks to the pads of Talbot as Pelech let it go, and it was knocked down on its way to the net and changed direction. But you got Homer Simpson painted on your goalie mask, I think you know right away which kind you're getting. Shot from the line from Johansson was tipped down by Berggren just before it got to Riddick. A little bump there on Top Schaefer's pass, and Cizikas got upended just as the puck got to him. Defended well by Jacob Bernard Docker. McLean's shot gets through, and it's Murray in the process. Schaefer couldn't get it away from Raymond, and Kasper gets barreled into by Schaefer. The puck comes for Coppe. He jammed it along the ice, and it was stopped by Riddick. Barzell on the move, backdoor play, and just getting a piece of that at the last moment was Brandsted Nygaard. Islanders still with it though. Holmstrom got it to Lee, and a chance shut down, covered by Talbot. Drouin returns it to him. Schaefer looking for a shot, not there. Barzell from the dot takes a look, takes a shot, and a standing glove save by Cam Talbot. 2 goals, 4 assists for the young man who's already been named one of the 6 players on the Swedish Olympic team. Here's a 2-on-1. Horvat and Heineman. Heineman scores! A beautiful pass from Horvat, and already the 4th this season for Emil Heineman.
If you put your head down and don't work quite as hard as you absolutely can, that forces a turnover. It could have been an odd man rush, and away he goes for Horvat, the smarts, to pick that thing up on the fly. A beautiful little saucer pass. It's in the back of the net. I love it. Highly respected, not just by his goaltenders, but an entire team. So that leaves a vacancy, but it's a change that Matthew Darche decided to make. And
Bernard Docker try to fight that one to the net. It's off the shin pad of Pollock. Larkin swiped it away from Drouin, moved it down to Brinkett. Driving the left leg pad. Got that one for David Riddick.
Just pretty simple in his crease, not wasted movement, but let's look at the strength right there as DeBrincat comes in. Eventually some help from Pollock, some help from Bo Horvat as Heineman comes into the rescue. But watch that left pad right here as the push coming in, not moving one bit at all. Riddick's been ready to go, sharp, smart, and strong as well. Good.
That was about right at his chest and put a little flare on it. Here's Anders Lee off the turnover. Lee working on Ben Sherratt. Pulls up. Good pass. Pajot scores! J.G. Pajot from Anders Lee. The lead is 3 for New York.
You want to have time and space. The second you get the puck, as Anders Lee does right here, get your head up and go on the offensive. Don't have your head down and maybe look to go wide because it backs the defenseman off. It was Sherratt in that case, but that's all Anders Lee. The second he gets the puck, and watch this pass, how tight it is. I don't know how he finds Pajot. That's underneath the stick, and just a quick little release. Beats Talbot low. These guys have not slowed down, but that line.
Comfort complaining about a call that was not made. Barzell and Duclair will force the issue 2-on-2. Barzell cuts it back. Hangs onto it. Off the bench, Ryan Pollock. To the net, off a skate, they score! Ryan Pollock banks it in off Kyle Palmieri. Go to the net, and good things happen.
It's an ugly ugly one right there. And after a lot of pressure in the other end from Detroit, it's Matt Barzal, and his game's a possession game. But Pulock activated off the bench, and you see all the bodies in front. Nice job by Duclair getting there. And for Kyle Palmieri, I mean, so far this year, he leads the NHL in the amount of rebound chances he gets. That means you go to the paint in a situation like that. There's luck involved, but that's more than luck. Watch him open up his skate right here. I can't give him full credit because I don't know what was on his mind, but you're in the right spot.
Coach's challenge to see if there was goalie interference prior to the goal.
I had a feeling, Brendan, maybe.
To me, Thomas, it looks like this is just a desperation challenge for Tom McClellan saying, hey,
you know, we're watching that ice, and the blue ice, that belongs to Cam Talbot. There's no doubt that Duclair's flirting with it. Let's just watch his...
After video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. We have a goal.
Well, that's the bounce the Islanders needed. They're going to try to get a line change. 30 seconds left and maybe go on the offense.
Here's Barzal in alone, scores! A successful kill turns into a Matt Barzal goal.
It hops off the stick, and the continued hunt of Anders Lee, it's just been outstanding. He got a piece of that. That's why it's tough for Johansson, and a little help from Cizikas, and this one for Talbot. I mean, I think he was frustrated after that one, and at first I thought it didn't look like he came out far enough, but there he is at the top of his paint. But it's always with a purpose.
Puck's down as we start the third period. Islanders in search of their fourth straight win. Red Wings, who played last night and lost, and things did not go well for him. He wound up in the American Hockey League. As they dish this one across, and Dave Riddick, what a stop there. It was a wide open net. All that he could get it with was the paddle. That shot changed directions and goes wide. Clock continues to tick. Larkin's pass deflected, but still got to Finney. Emmett Finney. From the dot to the slot, Larkin a backhand, and they score. It leaked through Riddick, and it's tapped home by Dylan Larkin. Chance after chance on that power play for Detroit, and one finally got through.
This one, if it looks like a softie, I'll tell you why. It's so tough for a goaltender to pick up where that backhander's going, right? It's a fluttering puck, and Larkin, a little bit of a gift for him, but it's the fact he got it off so quick, and a goaltender, it's coming at that angle. Difficult to pick up. Not a big celebration from Larkin as here, but on the other coast, still doing his thing. Always good to see the big man score. You know he can fight. That's no problem, but had a bit of everything going the other night.
Here's Bo Horvat into the zone. Horvat, Heineman scores! Emil Heineman just can't stop. His second tonight on another beautiful feed from Bo Horvat.
He finds the hole, but outstanding, and as much chemistry as
Montreal now playing top minutes with one of the more gifted playmakers in the NHL in Bo Horvat. And he's found himself a nice spot. The Islanders are happy to see it. Got a 6-1 lead because of it as Anders Lee dances in. Rebound, score! Cleaned up by Simon Holmstrom off the third point of the night for Anders Lee. 2 goals in 38 seconds, and it's 7-1.
This one is all Anders Lee, but you watch coming connected as a group. That's quick transition. This is a direct pass off the pad. He looks at Holmstrom, goes, I can't get it to you this way, but I can go off the pad at Talbot. 100% that was intentional by Anders Lee because he looked where Holmstrom was.
McLean set to come out of the box. He does. One last try for Sandin Pellick. A rebound, chopped at. A chance for Kasper. Out of the pileup, it comes for Branson Nygaard. His shot was stopped on the side of the net. Islanders have not beaten Detroit since February 29th. This doesn't happen every year. 2024. Here's a chance for Berggren. He scores. So after some extended action on both ends of the ice, back and forth, it winds up being...
They played with the responsibility. I talked about wanting to see it in the third period when you sort of got the game wrapped up in the books. They didn't let up, not for 1 minute, and it was...